Robert,
Yo, what's shaking AC?
you haven't said that for a while.
I know.
This is like we haven't recorded in a while.
I've been
So
wearing a lot of warm clothing, so I haven't really been shaken.
yeah, always a dad joke, right?
I guess so. I mean, that's a
Totally
dad
in there.
thing.
So is it just me or well, first of all, have you ever been on one of those roller coasters that when you get on it, instead of like you like get on, they check your buckle and it's like, whew!
Yes.
And you're like, whoa, what's going on? Ah!
Yep.
That's what I feel like 2022 is starting out like.
Yeah, there's one at Canada's Wonderland called the Bat, or maybe they've renamed it because they've rebranded everything.
That's not the one that goes fast right away, though. That one goes forward and then backward.
Oh, right. Yeah.
There's a newer one that goes like you get on and it's a race car one. You get on and it's just like, what's
Okay.
going on?
Okay.
So
Yeah, but
anyway,
you're saying that's what the year's like.
So far I feel like 2022 is feeling like that. Like I feel like I got all kind of mellowed out over the holidays. I tried to intentionally take some time off of working. You know, it's always hard for when you're an entrepreneur to do that. And I know you're the same. You didn't take much time off yourself, but you do. Well, I don't know about you, but I try to at least put a little less pressure on myself. I don't know if that screwed me up or what, because like the first week of January and up until now, it's just like intense. There's lots going on. It's good. I like it.
Well,
How
my
about you?
January has been in offices, not intense, but I understand what you're saying.
Well, I like to work in a tent. No,
Okay.
I'm not in a tent right now, but okay. So same for you though, and or you know, or does it just feel as busy as always?
It's the same for me. And I think like there's a lot of things, right? Like people you interact with, vendors and franchisees and prospects and all that sort of stuff. Everyone's always got this like vigor of a New Year's resolution. I'm
Yeah.
going to change my life. I'm going to go to the gym. So there's always a lot of stuff happening. But a lot of people also take a time off over the holidays, over Christmas, and so stuff starts to pile up. So when they get back to work, usually they extend it past New Year's. New Year's.
By the
And
way, why do
yeah,
we say New Year's? It's the new year
the new
anyway.
year.
Because like we said, because New Year's Eve, but we've just shortened it. By the way, I think that's really funny. Side note. Okay.
Okay.
But anyway, they might extend it past the new year.
Yeah. And so when they come back into work, they're like, not only do I have all this vigor to grind and work harder and all these new goals, but I also have a lot of catch up from the last 3 weeks I was out of office.
I didn't need a lot of catch up. I know that was so dumb.
It's one of those days, isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, I agree though that catching up piece is a big part of it. And so you got like new goals. Now, another thing that happened for us at AC Inc., which I'm still trying to figure out what to do about this, and I'm sure for many people, is do you do your like we do our quarterly meetings, right? Like that you're a part of as well. So we do like Q4 wrap up, Q1 kickoff, right? And then at the end of Q1, we do Q1 wrap up, Q2 kickoff, all in one meeting. So, there's a lot of prep work for that. And then there's also our, team check-in meetings. And so that first week of January was just filled with internal team meetings. I'm just trying to figure out, and I haven't brought this to the team yet, so maybe they'll watch this rant, but actually I don't think they watch our rants, but should we be doing that I'm worried, like if we were to do that in December, like say mid-December, then you don't get that excitement for kicking off the year. You'd be excited, but then you kind of mellow out for the holidays. And then, so I kind of feel like you have to do it at the beginning of the year, but it's so intense and more intense then.
Yeah, you know what? I think it depends on the brand, but and how you do it, right? Is it really more of a wrap up or is it more of a kickoff? And so that way you can help structure the mindset. I mean, from a very practical and practically theoretical standpoint, you should be doing it after the quarter is over, because then you have all of the complete numbers for your KPIs, right?
Well, I might debate that, because you also, if you do it before the quarter kicks off, you can set your goals before the quarter starts. So
what happens is you need to do it right between the 31st and the 1st.
at midnight or like at 11:59 to 12:01.
Yeah, with
But actually,
flutes of champagne.
with what?
Flutes of champagne,
Oh, champagne.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like white wine, but it's bubbly.
Yeah, champagne.
Okay. The other idea would be to separate it and do a Q4 wrap up in at the end of Q4, or maybe switch it.
Yeah,
Actually,
maybe.
no, you should do the Q1 kickoff before it starts. So you have goals. And anyway, okay.
Look at us brainstorming.
Speaking of goals, like you said, people come into the new year with this sort of excitement and a new energy, right? And I've been talking a lot about this because the more you talk about goals with people and new year and all that, you realize some people love goals. Some people love metric goals for that matter. And other people like me prefer, just thinking about what I can create and calling that a goal. So it's kind of like, did I create it or not? That's the goal, and getting excited about that. Obviously I like to have metric goals and, tracking goals, whether I'm working towards that, which you and the team are all really good at helping me with. But yeah, so I guess what I'm getting at is, for me, goal setting needs to be inspirational. I need to be excited about it. And I need to be like, feel purpose in it and meaning. And if there's no purpose, so like one of the goals for this year, actually, I don't know if I should say it on this podcast, because, we have such a huge listener base, and I should probably leave the secret closed for now. But one of the goals, I won't say exactly what it is, has to do with franchise business coaches. That gets me really excited because I see them struggling with trying to get franchisees to buy into what they're saying and do and help them be profitable. So that gives me purpose and meaning. But if I don't have a goal like that, I just don't find myself motivated. What about you?
Well, you know what? I recently saw a video on YouTube where somebody was talking about goals, and I kind of resonated a lot. And it's very much goals from a standpoint of the leaders. There's all this talk about, like, don't set a goal to lose 100 pounds, set a goal to go to the gym every day, and eventually you'll lose 100 pounds, right? And oftentimes leaders will say, my goal is to create this app, this smartphone app, and they break it down into smaller components for their team. But their leadership goal is to build that app. What this video said is, when you look at some of the most successful people, whether it's Elon Musk or Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos or whatever, they never set a goal to sell books on Amazon. They set their goals as those small incremental ones, which they would normally give to a team. And that's what allowed them to take that thought of selling books on Amazon and surpass it and go to the moon and create greater things. So that's how I've been trying to set my goals, is not about, this is the overarching goal and we're going to break it down into small things. I'm going to start with the small things and move up and just leapfrog the big things and just destroy everything, everyone, killing it, crushing it. Boom.
Well, we have to talk about something that's coming up that we're doing, something new. Although I just want to, just to summarize what you just said, or just sort of respond. I am a huge believer in also having small, simple, easy goals. So I love that you said that. So, all right, we got about a minute left here before we lose our audience, I think. But so I think we should tell them what we're going to do, what we're about to release.
Okay, do it.
All right. So we get a lot of people asking us at AC Inc. and all around, do you do anything? Do you have any resources for franchisees? So we created a series of rants specifically for your franchisees. So if you're a franchisor listening to this, watch out for this, because we're going to be launching it probably within a week from when you're seeing this.
Yes.
Topics like, do you remember?
Yeah. I mean, we recorded it a while ago. How to retain great staff. How to encourage people to keep grinding away. There's a bunch of them. I don't want to give them
metrics, profit and loss statements. How to understand those a little easier. How to go build your business out in the community. Like, you guys are going to love it. We talk directly to the franchisees, so stay tuned for that.
Boom. Let's wrap it up, AC.
Okay, RB.
3, 2, 1. Go be awesome.